Okay, so we're taking a look at the Chinesium Badger Ordnance mount versus the real one that I've got here. Now, they're really hard to distinguish between the two of them. Now, this one is a 1.93, I think it is, and this is a 1.7, so you can see that, you know, some of the the dimensions are different, but ultimately side by side it's even really hard to differentiate between the two of them. Even the fonts themselves I'll show you here. If you get up close, you can see there's like a little space in between the lettering. Even the knockoff has that same exact font. The only real difference that I was able to, tell the between the real and the fake, because this one does feel real, is that these are not captured and the real ones are. Yeah, so these are not captured. Sorry, my camera just cut out for a second. These are not captured and the real ones are captured. So that's really the only difference. And the reason that I bought this in the first place was not really to do it to differentiate between the two of them. Wow, this thing even has the freaking two lugs on the bottom. Okay, that's crazy. But really it was because these were sold out, and I've been trying to get my hands on one of these, and they've been sold out, and they're over $100. I think it's like 120 bucks or something like that, something crazy. And this whole mount was 60 bucks, and this whole, and it came included with this. And so, originally I had intended on running this up here, but I already have another setup where I'm running a top red dot, and so now I'm more interested in experimenting with this 45-degree J-arm. But this whole setup was like $310, or I think it was on sale for like 300 bucks plus the J-arm, and this is like another 80 bucks. So pretty much like $400 versus 60 bucks. You could even buy like two of these for $120 and still a fraction of the price of that thing. So I'm not really endorsing this, but it is kind of crazy and how expensive this Gucci gear can get. So if you are on a budget and you're a broke mofo, this isn't terrible. Maybe get two of them in case it breaks or something, but it feels pretty durable. I still would recommend saving up and getting a real one, because I can't speak to the quality of this, but for a top mount, I mean, how wrong can you go with this thing, especially if I'm using the original screws from my Badger Ordnance, So ultimately I might end up, running another top dot, but for right now I think I'll just stick with this, and I have a spare backup that I got for 60 bucks. So do with that information what you will.